Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Certainly not the video I was expecting to make today. I actually had something else planned for the second channel today. When lo and behold, I get back from playing some basketball and I get a notification on my phone from none other than Insider Gaming. Tom Henderson, one of the most credible insider sources for gaming in general. And we've got some brand new details that seem very, very credible on the Battlefield 6 reveal. And yes, we can fully say Battlefield 6 reveal. We know that it should be called Battlefield 6 now because there was some marketing that was sent out to various creators, and someone posted it on Twitter yesterday, the package that they got, and the label said Battlefield 6 on it. I'm not going to show it on screen in this video just in case EA is getting, a little bit dicey with the copyright stuff. So we'll refrain from that, but I'm sure if you've been paying attention, you've seen it floating around at social media. But then, in addition to that leak later yesterday, we got this new article today from Tom Henderson saying exclusive. Battlefield 6 reveal will be July 31st. So we're just a couple of weeks away from seeing the Battlefield 6 reveal, and it's going to happen in a Call of Duty Next style event. This is also particularly interesting because Battlefield right now, the door is wide open for it. I'll be talking about this on the main channel here probably in a few days time, which, hey, if you're not subscribed over there and you somehow found this channel first, feel free to go head on over there. I do plan on covering Battlefield on both of these channels over the course of, the coming months as we get closer and closer to launch and everything here. But with this, the door is open for Battlefield to sort of steal some players away from Call of Duty. Based on all the reports that we've seen about them wanting to reach 100 million players, just like Warzone did, and really focus on having a very open and welcoming class system and everything, they're targeting Call of Duty players and Warzone players. So revealing their game in a Call of Duty Next style, certainly fits with what they're doing so far and what we've heard about the game so far. But here's what this article says. Following what has been an interesting 24 hours for the Battlefield community, that's a good way of putting it, Insider Gaming has learned that Battlefield 6 will have its official reveal on July 31st. According to sources familiar with the plans of the Battlefield 6 reveal, content creators and media have been invited to play Battlefield 6 from July 29th to the 31st. It's understood that the event will be somewhat akin to Call of Duty Next, which isn't at all surprising given how the next game is shaping up to replicate the Call of Duty franchise's success. Sort of what I was alluding to there with them really trying to do some things that Call of Duty did well, make it very opening and welcoming and, a low entry barrier there, if you will, to try and entice players to check that out. He goes on to say, the event is set to take place from July 29th for 2 days behind closed doors, allowing content creators and the media to get hands-on with the game. Then, on July 31st, Battlefield 6 will be officially revealed to the world with gameplay, developer interviews, and more. So this is a pretty major event and a little bit different from what Call of Duty Next does, as I've been invited to them. I've declined the invites previously, but with Call of Duty Next, how it essentially works is that when you go out there, there is basically a day of prep and then you're good to go. That's the event. That's all it is, right? You go, you set everything up, you make sure it's good in a tech test session, if you will, and then it's the event. That's all there is. This, though, is like, hey, if you're coming out to check out the game, you're a creator, your media, whatever that we've invited, you're gonna go out there. Presumably, they'll be playing the game, getting, details on it. Then they'll share that stuff on stream and everything with this Call of Duty Next-like Battlefield event, which is gonna be pretty interesting here. Tom Henderson, I think, was talking on their podcast just the other day as well about Battlefield 6, and like, this game, if it does not meet certain expectations that EA has set, could have a large ripple effect on that company and on Battlefield going forward, and even EA as a whole. Like, this game has to succeed for them. So seems like they're certainly going all in on this reveal event. We also have a few more details here saying, as for that promotional care package that was leaked yesterday, as I was alluding to, that showed up and it had the Battlefield 6 logo plastered on it. And I must stress that was a genuine leak, so a creator just was not following the NDA that they signed there, not an intentional fake. Content creators will be able to open packages on July 24th. So that's interesting, which will reveal the event in detail. So we're going to get more info on July 24th in just a few days time here regarding Battlefield 6 and the actual reveal event. This will probably detail, hey, this is going to happen at the Battlefield Next event or whatever they call it. They're not going to call it Next. Call of Duty would probably have copyright to that of some capacity or something, right? But with that, they're going to announce the event. They'll probably explain, hey, with this, you'll be able to actually check out Battlefield 6 gameplay. You'll have dev discussions and they'll explain why they're doing certain things. You'll be able to see whatever the case is, what the creators are showcasing, whether it's VODs, streams, whatever the case is there. So they'll have event details being revealed and maybe some additional things with this, like whatever these packages contain. We'll hopefully get some other intel there. Maybe it's more gameplay footage, more trailers, things of that nature, which would be pretty cool to see. Then interestingly, we're not the first people to leak the date of the Battlefield 6 reveal, which was already leaked weeks ago on Reddit, but not taken seriously at the time. It's currently unclear whether Battlefield 6's free-to-play game mode will be revealed, but it's expected that we'll learn about the game's release date, beta dates, and more. It's also expected that Battlefield 6 will launch on the PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC sometime later this year, and probably going to be directly competing with Call of Duty, which we know as of right now is leaked to be launching on November 14th, I believe it is. With this, you know, I imagine they're probably going to release around the same time, October to November. They did confirm they are launching before GTA 6. They want nothing to do with the GTA 6 launch. They don't want to be anywhere near that because they know that's going to take players from everybody. Doesn't matter how big or small of a game you are, GTA 6 is going to steal from your player base. So they're steering clear of that. They are going to directly compete with Call of Duty, and it seems like that's going to be a thing that now is honestly ongoing for months here, because we know that at Gamescom August 19th we're going to see the Black Ops 7 worldwide reveal. Then end of September, Call of Duty Next, that's the leaked date for that, with multiplayer, zombies, campaign, Warzone, everything going on there. At the same time, Battlefield 6 reveal coming up here. This means next week when we find out details on the event on the 24th, we'll have some info there, but then on the 31st as well, that'll probably be right around the time that Season 5 is being marketed for Call of Duty and for everything going on there with BO6 and Warzone. And then as you get closer to the beta dates for Call of Duty and Next for Call of Duty, wouldn't be surprised if Battlefield is also doing betas or having other announcements and reveals going on there as well. Tom does mention there's not a confirmation for whether or not the Battle Royale mode, the free-to-play game mode, is going to be referenced here at these events. I feel like that would be a huge opportunity to do so. Just in general right now, if their biggest competition is directly Call of Duty, which it is, Warzone's not in the greatest state right now. Black Ops 6 definitely is not. They have an opportunity to draw interest here, and if they don't talk about this Battle Royale, maybe they're not confident enough in the current state that it's in right now, because to my knowledge so far with leaks, we haven't seen this added to labs, although there were a lot of rumors saying that the Battle Royale could eventually be added to the labs playtest, because there were files added to the game and there were other leaks regarding its future stuff, and we've talked about a lot of that on the main channel as well. But I feel like if you're going to have this giant event announcing your next game, showing off gameplay, talking to the devs and everything, it'd be kind of a miss to not talk about the next iteration of the Battlefield, the Battle Royale free-to-play that is probably going to be a major player this year in that space. So we're going to have to wait and see, but obviously as more evolves with this situation, I'll be keeping you guys covered either here or on the main channel. So if you guys want to subscribe here and there, be awesome. Would appreciate it a lot if you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like as well. But that's going to wrap things up for this one. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.